In a first, Pakistani Army Chief General Asim Munir has publicly acknowledged the role of Pakistan's military in the 1999 Kargil conflict with India. Viewers, this is the first time that when a serving Pakistani Army Chief has admitted role in Kargil war. He has said that thousands of martyrs have sacrificed their lives for the nation and Islam in 1948, 1965, 1971 and pak-India Kargil war. Earlier, Islamabad had denied direct military participation in Kargil. They described the infiltrators as Kashmiri freedom fighters. They also claimed that Pakistani forces were only actively patrolling and not directly involved. Pakistan had also denied taking back the bodies of their deceased soldiers during this war. This has also prompted their families to raise questions over the reluctance of the Pakistani government and the army to own them. Meanwhile, let's in fact listen in to what Pakistani Army Chief General Asim Munir has said.
और दुश्मनों का डट कर मुकाबला किया। यकीनन पाकिस्तानी कौम एक जर्री और बहादुर कौम है जो आज़ादी की अहमियत को निभाना और इसकी कीमत चुकाना अहसन तरीके से जानती है। 1948, 1965, 1971 या कारगिल की पाक बहारत जंगें हों या सियाचिन का महाज, हज़ारों शहदा वतन की सलामती और हुर्मत की खातिर कुर्बान हुए। दहशतगर्दी के खिलाफ तवील और सब्र आज़मा गैर रवायती जंग में कुर्बानियों का सिलसिला आज भी जारी है।
We have my colleague Shubh Rana on the telecast with us. Shubh, what can you tell us now? Pakistan for the first time has acknowledged their involvement in the Kargil war. My colleague Shubh Rana is facing some connection issues. So this is the first time that Pakistan has admitted their direct involvement in the 1999 Kargil war. This is an historic and rare admission by Pakistan in a first that a Pakistani Army Chief has admitted a direct involvement in the 1999 Kargil war. We have Shubh Rana back on with us. Shubh, what can you tell us about the fact that this is the first time that Pakistan has admitted an involvement, a direct involvement into the 1999 Kargil war?
Yes, definitely, because not the first time, because earlier also in 2010, as we remember, awards were given to the soldiers who have participated in Kargil war, and that time when General Munir was the Army Chief of Pakistan, that time he had written a book where he had mentioned about the contribution in the Kargil war. I have with us our defense expert PK Sehgal. I would like to ask him, sir, how do you look after it? They have agreed that there is intervention, and especially on Pakistan Army Day.
On Pakistan Defence Day, General Asim Munir, who is the Chief of Army Staff of Pakistan Army, has officially for the first time ever after 25 years accepted the fact that the Pakistani Army was involved in a very major way in Kargil. Till that time they had been saying that Pakistan Army was only actively patrolling and all heights were occupied by Kashmiri militants whom they called Mujahideens, and they said they had absolutely no role to play whatsoever, notwithstanding the fact that more than 600 bodies of Pakistani troops were cremated by the Indian Army, as Pakistan had refused to accept them as their soldiers, which is a matter of great shame, because those who lost their lives for the sake of Pakistan, even their ashes were not returned to their families, even their bodies were not returned to their families. And Pakistani Army and the Pakistani ISI continued to cause concern to their families. They could not answer to them as to where they had gone missing.
Sir, after 25 years this move have happened, how do you look after that?
The fact is that the entire world accepted the fact that the Pakistani Army was Northern Light Infantry was involved. India had given huge proof of the same. The identity cards of Pakistani Army officers and the Pakistani troops were shown, foreign correspondents were taken, and they were given ample proof. And the very fact that the Pakistanis were spreading over 250 kilometers and were very well armed, with including missiles, these sort of weapons and sort of a resilience and staying power does not exist with any militant other than the regular troops. The very fact that they could stay on for almost three months and survive and logistically be sustained and supported is clearly indicative of the fact that the Pakistani army was involved. That notwithstanding, Pakistan army kept saying to the world that they had nothing to do with it.
So definitely you are hearing defense expert PK Sehgal who have said that it is Pakistan, and the first time admitting of this is earlier also they have admitted this fact. Yes, back to you.
Thank you so much for that. We are being joined by Group Captain UK Devnath, defense expert, is on the telecast with us. Group Captain UK Devnath, what can you tell us? This is a historic admission by Pakistan that there's a direct involvement into the 1999 Kargil war. Can you hear me?
Very. Hello, can you hear me, Ria?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes. So, sir, my question was, this statement marks a departure from Pakistan's long stand.
Can you hear me, Ria?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly, so yes, I can.
Ria, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. I can. I think we are facing some connection issues with Group Captain UK Devnath. He'll be back on the telecast with us. We are being joined by Yogendra Singh. He is a defense expert. Sir, this is a historic admission by Pakistan. This is moving away from their narrative that the Kashmiri freedom fighters were the one who were involved and not the military. So what can you tell us about that?
बिल्कुल यही कहना चाहूँगा, देर से आए दुरुस्त आए, और हिंदुस्तान पहले से जो है ये कहता हुआ आया था कि ये कारगिल के अंदर ये मिलिटेंट नहीं है बल्कि पाकिस्तानी आर्मी है, और आज पाकिस्तान के जनरल ने स्वयं कबूल कर लिया। तो ये दो बात सत्य है कि तो सत्य पर कहता है और बाद में पाकिस्तान उस पर मोहर लगाता है। तो ये पाकिस्तानी के जवानों को कम से कम एक अब सम्मान मिलने की एक आस लगेगी, क्योंकि उन्होंने तो कारगिल के अंदर अपने जवानों को की डेड बॉडियां ही नहीं ली, उनको एक सैनिक सम्मान ही नहीं दिया। वो पाकिस्तानी जनरलों के कहने से वहां लड़ते रहे, मरते रहे, लेकिन उनकी माएं, उनके पिता, उनके भाई, उनकी बहनें, उनकी बेवा सब अपने पतियों की लाशों को देखने के लिए तरसती रही। लेकिन पाकिस्तान के जनरल, पाकिस्तान के हुक्मरान ये मना करते रहे कि ये हमारे सैनिक नहीं है, ये मिलिटेंट है, ये मिलिटेंट है। अरे हिंदुस्तान की फौज ने तो आपके इन्हीं सैनिकों का नीचे उतार करके एक सैनिक सम्मान के साथ दाह संस्कार किया, उनका जो ना उनको दफनाया है, और मरने के बाद एक सैनिक को जो सम्मान मिलना चाहिए वो भारत दे सकता है, पाकिस्तान के अंदर वो नहीं है जज्बा। तो इसीलिए पाकिस्तान की फौज कमजोर की, जब हम लड़ते भी हैं लेकिन हमें कोई सम्मान नहीं मिलता। भारत की सेना सत्य के साथ लड़ती है, और भारत पूरा देश अपने सैनिकों को कितने सम्मान और के साथ में उनकी इज्जत, मान और सम्मान करता है। इसके युवाओं के लिए बहुत बड़ी प्रेरणा होती है, और इस देश का मान और सम्मान भी बढ़ता है। भारत इस मामले में दुनिया में सबसे ऊपर है, और भारत का एक सैनिक नहीं लड़ता बल्कि पूरे 140 करोड़ हिंदुस्तानी उस सैनिक के साथ लड़ते हैं। ये हम सैनिक होने के नाते हम अपने भारत पर, अपने देशवासियों पर गर्व करते हैं, और यही हमारी सबसे बड़ी ताकत है।
All right, thank you, Yogendra ji. And we are being joined by UK Devnath, and he's a defense Group Captain UK Devnath. He's a defense expert. So, Group Captain UK Devnath, what can you tell us? This is moving away from this official narrative that they set up, Pakistan, that the Kashmiri freedom fighters were the one who were involved in the 1999 Kargil war, and they did not ever, this is the first time that they are admitting direct involvement into the Kargil war.
Yes, Ria, a very significant development. For the first time, Pak General Asim Munir has accepted that what was a common knowledge, what Indian media, Indian government officials have been narrating since 1999. When the winters of 1998, November, December started, and all these Kargil heights were covered with snow in depth from 5 feet to 10 feet of snow. And as a SOP, standard operating procedure, in the month of November and December 1998, our army forward posts were withdrawn at some places by 10 kilometers, at some places by 20 kilometers. The understanding with Pak Army was that on the upper river slope, they will also go back. However, very surprisingly, during April-May 1999, it was noticed from various intelligence reports of military intelligence that very surprisingly, Pak Army supported people. I am using the word people because that's what initially Pakistan reported, had occupied the heights in the month of April when snow was still there and they were not supposed to come there. Now, subsequently, military intelligence confirmed by May that they were not only Pak-assisted people, that is Pak-assisted Razakars or Mujahideens or so-called Kashmiri freedom fighters, but they were actually soldiers of NLI, Northern Light Infantry. After so many years, now we must dissect what Pak Army COS Asim Munir is saying. Basically, there is a huge amount of pressure in Pakistan for Pakistan Army to save its image. They are getting they are being thrashed by militants in Balochistan. They are losing against terrorists in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So now he has given this statement so that common man of Pakistan thinks that Pakistan Army is their only savior which can hold the nation together. But in retrospective, I must say that probably our intelligence agencies, intelligence bureau which is deployed on border, our research and analysis wing, and most important NTRO, who has many satellites and listening devices to listen through their signal intelligence, probably did not function up to the mark. So lesson learned for future is, other than military intelligence, our intelligence bureau, RAW and NTRO and such organizations have to be very, very alert to notice such incursions well in advance. You see, any operation of this magnitude takes at least 3 months to 6 months to 3 months to 6 months to prepare. Now, that time General Musharraf had said in one of the conferences that he did this entire exercise without any blessing or approval from Nawaz Sharif. If General Musharraf had agreed that much, then he said that he had used only Razakars, Mujahideens and Kashmiri, so-called Kashmiri freedom fighters. But now that General Asim Munir is accepting that they were regular soldiers of Pakistan Army, our chapter is closed. But we should not forget that how this incursion took place, what were the weaknesses on our side. Strength and weakness analysis must be carried out so that such an incident or accident does not take place again, where 537 of our soldiers had to lay down their life for the sake of Mother India.
All right, thank you so much for joining Group Captain UK Devnath on the telecast.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.